everyone, it's Amanda Hayden, also known as Big Red, your favorite redheaded real estate expert. I decided to break up the monotony of my day and create a video for you with some very interesting news. It is going to be a segment I'd like to call, Is it better to buy now or buy later? I was in the middle of writing checks out to vendors and agents, and nobody likes to lose money. So I felt it might be the right time to talk to you about how you can invest your money the right way in real estate. Many of you, including some of my own clients, have decided to put off buying until next year or the year after. So we're talking 2025 and 2026. None of us have crystal balls, so none of us can predict the future. However, we have a department at the University of Texas A&M that specializes in real estate knowledge. And according to them, we're going to see a reduction of rates in the next 18 to 24 months back down into the 4s again. I'm not sure if we'll get into the 3s or 2s like we had in 2019, 2020, but the good news is they're dropping. Right now, the average rate is about 7.125, even up to 8s and 9s. So that's all dependent on your credit, your debt, your income, many factors. We do have some lenders right now that are giving 6.25 to 6.75. So there's a lot of variety in that. So, is it better to buy now or buy later? I'm going to use my little reference sheet here. For this instance, for this scenario, I'm using a VA loan, which is a no down payment, which is very similar to a USDA. And the average sales price right now is about $300,000. So that's what I decided to use for this example. If you were to buy today a $300,000 house with a 7.125 interest rate, that would put your monthly payments at $3,156. That's a big payment. If you refinance in 2 years to a 4%, that is going to bring your payment down over $600 to $2,487. If you buy in 2 years, your payment, because of appreciation, is going to be $2,750 a month, buying at a 4% interest rate. Appreciation in the San Antonio market has honestly been about 3.5% per year. So that means, in layman's terms, if you wait 2 years to buy, the sales prices, especially for like a $300,000 house, that's going to be more like $321,000. So the house price is going to go up about $21,000. The interest rate will come down to about 4%. This is for this scenario, no promises. But what I'm trying to tell you is the impact of buying now, because you're putting money into equity. Equity is what I like to call your savings account for your mortgage. Every month you make a deposit into your savings account, which is your mortgage payment, so that years down the line when you decide to turn around and sell it, you get to take out all of your money from your savings account. So if you bought now at a 7.125, decided you could wait 2 years to refinance, you would have $27,000, a little more than $27,000 of equity built up in 2 years. That's factoring in the appreciation and the lower interest rate that you would be able to refinance to a 4%. That's a huge difference. It's a huge difference in your payment, over $600 a month for your patience, but it's also a massive amount of money into your equity, your principal on your property. If you were to buy in 2 years, that house would cost you $321,000 at a 4% interest rate, and your payments would be $2,750. So, would you be comfortable paying a slightly higher payment for 18 to 24 months for you to get that amount of equity built up and that monthly payment? Now, say you were a good qualifier right now to get an interest rate of 6.75%. There's even a little difference there. Your monthly payment right now would be about $3,081. It's just under $100 a month from that first scenario at the 7.125. But if you refinance in 2 years to that 4% interest rate, your payment goes down to $2,485. And again, your equity is almost $28,000 in 2 years. If you were to buy that same $300,000 house in 2 years at 4%, your payment, like the last scenario, is $2,750. So, these are numbers. These are numbers to crunch. Can you be slightly budgeted, get rid of some of your fast food and coffee urges in order to put all that money into your home as equity, so that when you refinance, your payment is much lower, and you've already been living in the house, you've built up equity, and you have so much to celebrate when refis are at an all-time high again. So do the math. Is it better to buy now refi later, or to buy in 2 years when the interest rates are low? The answer is buy now and refi later. That's why all of the agents are telling you that quote that everyone is done hearing, which is marry the house, date the rate. But this is exactly what they're talking about. If you find a house you love right now, pay a slightly higher payment. You're only dating the rate. That's all temporary. You get to break up with that high rate when refis come up. So a little bit of food for thought, a little bit of knowledge, little numbers knowledge. If you have any questions about purchasing a house now, maybe what your monthly payments would look like, please let me know. Again, this was just a rough estimate, $300,000. There are homes priced much less right now. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.